Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Payton and I'm back with another video. So I know I've been gone for so long and I have a valid explanation. Your girl has been stressed out with so many highs and so many lows. My uploading schedule is honestly not about to be consistent because I'm just really taking tough classes and I'm also going through a lot this quarter. Please just bear in mind that, you know, I have a life outside of recording, so when you guys DM me or message me or comment on my pictures like why am I not posting or why am I not vlogging, your girl got a lot going on, so I don't want to talk too much. Just know I'm sorry. I planned out this video such a long time ago and I've just been wanting to bring it to y'all because back when I posted How to Be a Bad B, I asked you guys like what other kind of advice videos would you like, and this was highly requested. So as you all read by the title, today I'm going to be bringing you guys the do's and the don'ts of texting your crush, or how to keep a guy interested. Now, I low-key feel like I'm probably the worst person to get advice from. So this is everything that I do and everything that I've gotten like advice from other girls to do, or like my guy friends or what they like girls to do. So just know this is just from experience, and also doing all these exact things might not always work if the person doesn't like you. So just bear in mind, if somebody doesn't like you and you do all these things, it's not gonna work because they don't like you. If you're using these tips and tricks to text or talk to someone who does like you, then I guarantee that you will snatch that boo. Let's get started. I have a lot of things written down on my phone and I'm going to try to make this video not that long, so under 20 minutes. Before I start, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and please make sure you guys like this video so that other people can find my content. Let's get started. So I split it up between the do's and the don'ts. Just to start off with the do's, the first one that I have is to act like you care. I know that this generation, or not even this generation, but in general, a lot of people like to play hard to get. It's not always the best to play hard to get. Like, you could play hard to get at the beginning, but then once you really start, like once you start talking to somebody for like more than a month or two, then it's kind of like you gotta stop playing games at one point and actually show that person that you like them. So sometimes you should FaceTime them, sometimes you should call them, sending a you up text at night when you're bored or it gets late, or you know, just sending good morning texts and check-ins throughout the day. It takes nothing to send somebody, oh, good morning, how are you doing? Or just texting them like, you know, how's your day going? Did you eat today? What did you eat today? Those are like simple things that I text guys just to, you know, show them that I care about what they're doing, or show them that I care about what's going on in their life, just because, you know, it makes somebody feel good. Because when guys ask me that, I feel like they care. The next thing is to be yourself. There's nothing worse than having to pretend like you're somebody that you're not, because if you pretend like you're somebody that you're not, then that person's gonna like somebody that you're not. Because it's like, if you are aiming to be in a relationship with this person, or you're aiming to have a long-term relationship or friendship, whatever, you have to be yourself. You have to be comfortable being yourself, or the relationship is just really not gonna last. You know, feel comfortable whether or not you're shy or goofy, whatever, and explain that to them. If they ask why you don't talk a lot, I mean, just say, oh yeah, I'm just kind of shy. If they ask why you always laugh, and just be like, I'm goofy. If they don't like you, then that's their loss. Like, you don't need to trip if somebody doesn't like your personality, because if they don't like your personality, what are you gonna do, force them to like you? No, just move on to the next. There's plenty of fish in the sea and somebody in the world is going to like you. The next thing is to give the guy space and time to miss you. So I think this is a really big one. A lot of times, like when I feel like I've been talking to somebody for too long, I kind of like to like pull away a little bit just so that they don't think I like them too much. This is like a whole different video, honestly, on like playing the game and like, you know, playing games, but I'm a kind of girl that plays games. I know y'all probably like, Payton, guys do it to us, so I just be like, okay, like let me do it back. But you know, just giving him space, like not being too thirsty, not always trying to text him, always trying to call him. Like, if that's not your boyfriend, you don't have no need to be texting and calling him every single day, checking in and asking him where he's at. Like, that's not your responsibility if that's not your man, sis. So give a dude space, because if you're too up on him and you give him too much attention, he's going to take advantage of that, and then he might be the one to pull away, and then you're wondering, oh my god, what did I do? Like, all I did is show him that I liked him so much. Sis, that's the problem. Don't do that. Don't show a guy that you like him. Make him confused. He needs to be the one questioning you, questioning if you like him, okay? It shouldn't be the other way around. Make sure that you're living your life. Like, the worst thing that you could do is show a guy that you have no life. Like, because guys like girls who are independent. I mean, if a guy likes a girl who's needy, then he's weird, but most guys like independent girls. So, you know, get a job, sis, go to school, do something with your life, and don't just let him know that you're always bored all the time, because it's just gonna make you look like a loser, and who wants to look like a loser to the guy that they're trying to get? Sometimes you should be unavailable. If they ask you to hang out, just say, oh, I can't make it. Make up some excuse. I would really recommend like not seeing a guy too consistently unless that's your boyfriend, like, because then guys just get used to you, and then it'll come a time where they just don't want to talk to you no more because they see somebody else, because you know you're not the only girl that a guy is talking to. So try to make yourself unavailable. If they ask you to hang out 5 times out of the week, make sure you only say yes like 2 or 3 times, because you don't want to let them know that you're so available, because when guys know that you're too available, they take advantage of that. Be unavailable. It makes them want you more. It makes them like you more, because they know you're busy and they know that you have to make time for them. Like, you don't want to let a guy know that you're making, like, you're canceling what your plans are for him, because then he's gonna take advantage of that. Like, oh well, she always gonna make time for me anyway, so let me just go hang out with this other chick. You don't want to be that girl. You want to be the girl that he's trying to pursue and trying to get. So sometimes be unavailable, not all the time, but sometimes. So the next thing is to be interesting. Now, some of y'all watching this video might be boring, and I have nothing against that. Like, I have boring friends. I know boring people in this world who are honestly such great, nice people. But honestly, this is not a video on how to be interesting. I'm just telling you, be interesting. And that might not make sense because you're like, well, I don't have anything going on in my life. Girl, find something to do, okay? You know, don't text or call him if you don't have anything to tell him. You know, you don't want to just be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Every 10 minutes. That's so boring. If you don't have nothing to talk about, sis, just go do something else that you gotta do. You don't need to be updating this guy with your life 24/7 unless that's your man, sis. And when you guys are talking and texting, make the conversation interesting. Find out what he likes to do, find out his hobbies, find out his interests. You know, you don't want to just be the girl that's sitting and just talking about herself. You want to get to know him too, because if you want to keep him interested, you gotta show him that you're interested in learning about him. And then there's those guys out there who are like kind of quiet and shut off and don't really talk too much. Those are the kind of guys those are the complicated guys. Like, I don't like to talk to guys that don't like to make conversation, because if we have too much awkward silence, I have to cut it off. Honestly, I'm just not that kind of girl. But yeah, just like try to show him that you're interested in what he's doing, and find out, you know, what's going on in his life, what's new with him. The best tip that I can give you, like specifically when I'm texting a guy, if they don't talk about much, I'll just ask them questions like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? When's your birthday? What's your zodiac sign? And of course, when they reply, I make a comment about something. Like, oh, let's say, okay, I'm a Sagittarius. Like, oh, when's your birthday? And they're like, oh, I'm a Leo. And I'll be like, I heard Leos are sneaky. What you gotta say about that? Y'all, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at flirting, but then they'll be like, what you mean Leos are sneaky? No, you're not. They'll just be like, no, I'm just playing, you know, Leos is cool. You know, guys, they love their egos to be flattered, like just flatter their ego. So, you know, complimenting a guy and being consistent with, you know, the nice things that you say to him is really good. But if you're trying to play the game, you want to throw in a little bit of mean things and a little bit of, you know, nice things. That's a whole nother video within itself, so I'm not even going to try to go in that. It's good to, you know, make the conversation about nothing if you have to. And the next thing is to read between the lines. This is not really related on how to keep a guy interested, but this is good also for avoiding playing yourself. There's so many different things that I could go into, but I'm trying to keep this video on one lane, which is why I took these notes. Like I was saying before, if a guy's not interested in you, you will know. Like, he's not going to text you back consistently. He's not going to try to see you or hang out with you. He's not going to try to talk to you that much. Like, there's so many ways to know that a guy's not interested. So if a guy's showing you he's not interested, sis, like, back off, go find another dude. Because why are you sitting here wasting your time with Jimmy when Jimmy is trying to talk to Sarah? Girl, come on, you know what to do. If he asks for space, ignores your texts or calls, or acts like he doesn't care, then it's probably because he doesn't. Nobody's gonna act like they care and say that they do. And always know that actions speak louder than words. So somebody can say that they care, but they're acting like they don't care. Move on, sis. Let the relationship flow and don't force it. And when I say that, it's just like, you don't need to tell a guy how to treat you. Like, if you have to, then that means he doesn't like you, or, you know, that's not the right guy for you. You don't need to tell a guy to text you back. You don't need to tell a guy to, you know, pick up your phone calls. You don't need to tell a guy to take you out to a date. Like, a guy should be initiating everything. Like, you don't want to be the girl that comes off as needy. You want to be the girl that comes off as like, dang, like, I need her. Like, the guy is supposed to be needy. The girl is supposed to be, you know, the one who is choosy. You know, that's just in our genetic makeup. Girls are choosy and guys are the ones that have to fight for our love, our attention. You know, sometimes you have to let go if you aren't getting the treatment that you expect. And I know that might sound hard to do. If you are watching this video, it's probably because you're trying to get a guy's attention or keep him interested in you. But sometimes, girls, it's not worth it. Like, I've been there, I've done that. when a guy shows you that he doesn't care about you, it's because he doesn't. So don't try to stick around and wait for him to change, because it's not gonna happen. Don't tell nobody how to treat you. Like, if somebody is meant to be with you, if that's the guy that's for you, he's gonna know how to do it already. And guys like girls that have standards. So when I say standards, once again, this is a whole nother video that I could explain so many other things about. If you want a guy who's honest, trustworthy, and has a job, why are you changing why are you changing your standards and settling for somebody who's less than that? Guys like girls that demand what they want. You know, if a guy is acting like he doesn't care, you could say like, oh, you act like you don't care once, but just like, that's it. You shouldn't be telling the guy, oh, you don't care, oh, you don't care, oh, you don't care every day. Because if you're at that point, girl, you gotta move on to the next. Sometimes once you leave, you know, your absence is what makes them want you more. So sometimes when you leave a dude alone or you give them space, like, then they'll try to, you know, fight for you. Which is why giving a guy space was something that I really emphasize. Like, give a guy time to miss you. You don't want to spend too much time with him. You don't want to talk to him too much. It's really hard and complicated, but I know you guys could do it. Now I'm going to move on to the don'ts. A lot of these are kind of like repetitive from the do's. I hope you guys just get the gist, and I'm going to try to run through the ones that are kind of repetitive. The first thing that I have here is acting desperate. Don't act desperate. Don't show that you need too much attention. Don't worry about trusting him early on or testing his loyalty, because you're just gonna look dumb. Like, nobody owes you anything when y'all have only been texting for like 2 weeks or a month. Like, you shouldn't really expect nothing serious out of a guy until like 2 or 3 months down the line. Like, and even that is kind of early. You know, just be open-minded about the relationship. Don't tell a guy that you don't trust him. Don't tell a guy that you don't like him. Don't tell a guy nothing. Like, keep that to yourself. Like, if you don't trust him, keep that to yourself. He don't need to know that you don't trust him. Just take notes and keep walking, sis. Don't double or triple text him if he doesn't reply. Now, if y'all have that kind of relationship where, you know, he'll double text you if you take too long to reply, okay, you can do that. But if he's not doing that to you, girl, don't do it. You always want to reciprocate the same energy that the guy is giving you, because once you do too much, that makes a guy pull away. So I always recommend no double and triple texting unless y'all both doing that, okay? But only do it if he does it first. Do not change what you want. And I already said this earlier, but, you know, lowering your standards and settling for less just because you really want that one guy because he's so cute and he has all the money. Like, no, girl, don't do it. It's more cute guys that got money in the world that's gonna treat you right. So it's 2019. We're not settling for less. If you change your standards for someone, you're truly just settling. And why settle when it's somebody out there that's gonna give you what you want? If you demand what you want from a guy and tell him what your standards are, he'll either meet those standards or he'll move on. And if he moves on, then he just wasn't the one for you, sis. Don't be too mean. I kind of already said this. Some guys like girls that play hard to get and some guys don't. So that's honestly just like depending on what guy that you're talking to, but I just wouldn't recommend being too mean, because then it's just gonna show the guy that you don't like him like that, or just that you're complete B-word. Playing hard to get only lasts for so long, so just make sure you guys know the kind of guys that y'all are dealing with before you decide to act a certain way or play games. Balance occasional sassy flirting and teasing. Do not just text one guy. Now, this is not just about keeping a guy interested. This is, again, just like avoiding playing yourself. When you just texting one guy, you're gonna give him all your attention, you're gonna give him all your loyalty, and you're gonna expect the same. But 9 times out of 10, that guy is not texting only you, sis. He's texting about 3 or 5 other girls, and if he's the H word, then he's texting, you know, 10 plus girls. You never know, because guys be out here, they be wildin'. And sis, I'm here to tell you that you need to be wildin' just like him. I'm just kidding. No, don't wild out. But, you know, you should be dating. It's dating because you're free to do what you want. Like, he's not your boyfriend, you're not his girlfriend, so he can do what he wants, you can do what you want. If you're just texting him, you're probably gonna get mad that he's texting other people. But you can't be mad that he's texting other people because you're not his girlfriend. Vice versa, you need to explore your options, because you don't want to just put all your eggs in one basket, get emotionally attached, and then be hurt if he ever stops talking to you or gets into a relationship or anything like that. Just don't text one guy. That's it. Only time that you should be cutting off all your hoes is when you're cuffed, and that's probably not going to be happening for a while if you're watching this video. A title is the only thing that can keep somebody committed to you, not a bond. Y'all can have a bond, and that's good. Like, y'all have a good relationship, but that doesn't mean that you're the only girl that he got a good relationship with. Period. And also, if a guy's not in a relationship with you, he doesn't have to take responsibility for any of his actions. Like, only time he can is if he's your boyfriend. So can't get mad at somebody for doing what they want when y'all are not together. Don't press a guy to drop his hose if you haven't dropped your hose either. If he doesn't want to, then you shouldn't force it, and vice versa. Don't force him to do something that he doesn't want to do. This is why a lot of people get cheated on. Honestly, I can relate. I tried to force somebody into a relationship and boom, your girl got cheated on. So guess what? Don't do it, sis. You can do better. Move on. If he doesn't want you, then somebody else is gonna want you. You are going to be the one who's the diamond, okay? He might not think you're a diamond, but, you know, once you walk away, he's gonna be like, wow, I miss her. Don't catch feelings too quickly, and I say that, and this is like hand in hand with dating multiple people and not just talking to one guy, because once you're just talking to one guy, you're gonna get emotionally attached to this one guy, and that's gonna make you catch feelings really fast because you're not using your time and your energy to spend time with other people or talk to other people. So you're just gonna get trapped, sis. And once you're trapped, it's gonna suck because 9 times out of 10 y'all might not even be on the same page. If you are catching feelings though, just make sure you're on the same page with a guy. That's not me saying like asking a guy, hey, do you like me? Like, no, you're going to know if a guy likes you through his actions. And I might make another video on that about like how to know when a guy really likes you, but you know, you don't even have to question it. You don't even have to ask if a guy likes you. You can tell. You never really get to know somebody until you get to know them. And with that being said, if you catch feelings really quickly, it could be just for the looks, it could be just for the materialistic items that this guy owns. And you know, once you're a year in, you're like, oh my God, he's such an asshole. And then what? Sis, you fell for it. So this is something that's really big. Like, us women, we think of the future so quickly. Like, we're always thinking about our future with a guy, and we've only been texting him for like not even 3 months. So don't think of the future too quickly. Like, it's no point to do that. I know it's really hard not to do, but it'll help you in the long run, because if y'all ever stop talking or break up for any reason, then you know, you don't have to worry about like, dang, we were supposed to do this together. Let things gradually get better, and you know, this is the same as reciprocating that same energy. So if a guy is showing him that he likes you, then you could do the same thing. You want to move one step behind him, because if you go too fast, then y'all not gonna be on the same page, and it might take a guy a little bit longer to catch up to you. So you don't want to be that girl that's 2 steps ahead, not on the same page with a guy. You want to be the girl who the guy is trying to make like him more. Okay, it shouldn't be the other way around. And so that's all I have for this video. I hope this video wasn't too long for y'all, but I also hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big giant thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment down below for more videos, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on my Instagram at payden.b, and I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want to see more videos like this, or you have any other advice videos that you want to see on my channel, please feel free to comment down below or DM me any of your ideas. I always read my comments, I always read my DMs, even if I don't reply. I do get a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.